We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now Wilson, flush to his right. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They run with Travis Homer, the rookie from Miami. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Third and 2, now Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
And the Seahawks.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
This complete to Lockett. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Block 11! Watch the run! Switch!
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Left. Hey, easy. 49, guys. Mike.
Now Rivers. Man open, it's Goodwin. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
But able to haul it in is Kittle. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get the ball.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And 12 at the 38-yard line.
Stay there. Block 15. Hey, get in the way with it.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check tight, check tight, check tight. Hey, Delta! Look!
Here's Rivers. They're hauling it in, Nelson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Hey, hey, hey. Check.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball is smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They will run with Grant. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Corey Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And they are finally going to stop.
They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, one set.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second and 10, Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 27 yards there, a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
On first down, it's Coleman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's go, D.
From the gun, Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Here we go.
Wilson going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
57.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Here I come again. 57. Mike.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And they get to him quickly here as he's timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Red! Hey, orbit! Load it! Here we go! Check it out!
Play fake. Rivers. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. It's Coleman here. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Play action. It's Wilson out to his left. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Bang out, bam.
Wilson operating from the gun. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start.
One touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Throwing is Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Being chased out left. His pass caught at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
3 down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On 3rd down, Rivers. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. 36. Mike 54.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
54. Mike 54. Q.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers. They'll set up a screen for Breida. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Madden, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Here we go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll run with Muhammad, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Grant. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They get the 1st. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Wait, 89!
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Check 24.
Now a give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. That will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Going on the ground with Homer. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Homer. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Penny, a first down carry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And he finds Penny. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They go back to the ground now with Penny. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Check, check, walk 54, walk 54. Got it. Yeah, I hear it. Easy, Green,
From the gun, Wilson buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Wilson dancing to his left. And he's going to go down here as sacked. They push him back to the 34.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
To throw is Rivers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run this with Homer. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 8-yard line.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
That's it. Big hit.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson keeping it himself from 8 yards out as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Bring up 180, 190.
Rivers to throw this time. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
0. Hey, 2.
4th down, Rivers. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Interception, baby, all day. Take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Mike, my boy. Watch the fly.
This is Homer. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. So the victory here for Seattle, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Niners, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.